Content consumption is killing your productivity. So, this is about 2 months ago. It is probably early May of 2025. I'm sitting at my desk. I had just started monk mode. I was maybe a week into monk mode. And I'm doing a workbook and I'm editing this video. And I'd been editing the video for a few days. I'd been probably sitting at the desk for about half an hour at this point. And all of a sudden, I just think of something I had to do. I just remember something. And so I grabbed my phone. Let me zoom this in a bit. That's too far. That's good. And so I grabbed my phone. I pull out my phone and I go, I think it was like I was setting a timer or an alarm or something. And I set this alarm. And then after I set the alarm, for some reason I just go onto YouTube. And I click onto YouTube and the first thing I see is a video from this person who I'm subscribed to. And so I click on that video and I watch that video. That was about 13, I think the video was like 15 minutes or something like that. I then watch another video. After about 45 minutes, I'm sitting at my desk watching YouTube videos. And then I realize, oh crap, I just wasted 45 minutes. I just set an alarm and then watch YouTube for 45 minutes. That's one story. I would confidently say that the number one biggest distraction in my life is content consumption. Especially short form content. Short form content is the worst. It's the worst for your discipline, it's the worst for your habits, it's the worst for your brain just overall. It's it's where the most brain rot is, right? So if you want to be productive, the one thing you need to cut out, the first thing you need to cut out is content consumption, especially as a teenager. Because if you're a young person, even people in their 20s, but especially teenagers, if you're a teenager, you probably have grown up with consuming content, with YouTube, with TikTok, things like this. I know I have. I have had an iPad since I was like 7, all right? So I've been around content for most of my entire life, right? And so as someone who's been watching short form content for 3 years now, as someone who was watching YouTube for like 8 years now, for someone who's been playing games, whatever it is, it's screens. If someone has been consuming content for like 7 or 8 years now, I can confidently tell you that short form content consumption is terrible for you, especially for your productivity. Here's why. So I got something in my eye. Anyway, another story. This is probably a bit before May. This was maybe April, early April. And I had a couple of days off. I think I was sick at the time. Actually, I wasn't sick. It was a public holiday, so we had like extra few days off. So I had like 3 or 4 days off in a row. And instead of making videos and working out and doing all the stuff I could have done, I ended up thinking of this old show I used to watch like 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, I wonder, if they're still doing that. No, they weren't. They haven't made any new seasons for like 10 years. But I was like, I should watch that. So I figure out where it is, I go to sign up to this new website, I watch the first episode. I'm like, oh, this is cool, right? I'm like, started watching like season 3 or whatever it was. I ended up for the next 3 days straight watching that show. I watched about 2 full seasons, about 20 hours of that show in a matter of 2.5 days. I found some interesting, enjoyable, intriguing, it's content, right? It's content. Sorry, I'll zoom in. I found something interesting that I used to watch, which it's a good show. Like it's a good show, right? But I ended up going, oh, this is interesting. Sitting down, watching an episode, watching another episode, watching another episode. And the next day I watched like 10 episodes. The day after, another 10 episodes. I literally spent 20-something hours in 2 days watching that show. Because I just started, once you start, boom, 20 hours gone. That's the same thing. All of the time. Even still to this day, I will catch myself doing something on my phone. I'm working, and I'm like, I need to do that one thing. And I'll do the one thing, and you see the notification pop up, or you see the little red circle on the app, or you just click it out of habit, and you're like, you watch one. I'll just this one video. I'll just check this thing. So there you go. Shut the window, and then all of a sudden, half an hour later, you just spent half an hour watching content. I guarantee you, the number one thing you need to cut out, especially the number one thing I need to cut out, because I didn't have that many bad habits. I didn't do any, like a lot of the stuff other people did. But one of the big things I did was consuming content. So, if you want to be more productive, if you want to improve your output, improve your input, if you want to get more done, the first thing you need to do is stop watching content, especially short form content. And more than just stop watching content, It's not just because you will be more productive, but your mind will be clearer. When there isn't the thought of that YouTuber, that TikToker, that influencer, when all these thoughts aren't going through your mind will be clearer. I can tell you for a fact from my own personal experiences that the times when I'm consuming content every single day, my mind feels clouded and slow and I feel sort of drained. But the times when I stop consuming content, when I live a more pure lifestyle, when I'm not consuming content, I'm working, I'm having fun, I'm listening to some music, I'm doing my thing, right? When you're living a more pure lifestyle, which you're not consuming short form content during, you will feel more clear, more ready to go, more ready. Like you'll be in this mode of like, I could just get up right now and just go and work out for like 4 hours. Like you'll just feel amazing because your brain, your energy isn't being drained by short form content. Now I'm not saying that I've completely cut out short form content. I'm not saying I'm ultra disciplined. I'm not saying any of these things. But what I am saying is that I guarantee you that I'm not even going to say no. I guarantee you 100% of the time, you don't need to be scrolling on short form content. I'm not 99% of the time, 100% of the time. Anything you can do in short form, you can do in long form. And if you do actually need to look on short form content, you're not going to be the type of person who's going to end up scrolling. So, do not scroll short form content. It will drain your productivity, it will drain your energy, it will drain the power out of you, it will drain the life out of you. Have an amazing day. Subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content like this and becoming a better version of yourself, joining a community of young men on a path to greatness. Check out the link in my channel description. Other than that, have an amazing day. Stop watching short form content. It will waste your time. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.